How you guys doing? Back here with a new damn video. Let's get right down to it. It's your boy G, and I'm back here to talk about Eagles versus Dallas. This is a big game right here. Real big game for us in our season. And the more you look at it, adjusted, that's good. Okay. And the more you look at it, it's a big game just in terms of we could be in first place. We get to split with the Cowboys. It's an NFC East showdown. It's a 4:25 game. I thought it would have got flexed to a Sunday night, but it looks like it's not going to happen. And you know what? I didn't think it was going to happen anyway. I thought, but then I said, no, you know what? We already play on Sunday night. No regular casual fan wants to see Eagles and Dallas again on Sunday night, especially if Dallas is looking like the better team. They're all like, oh, Dallas is going to win. Everyone knows, blah, blah, blah. So it's 4:25, which is still prime time. It's game of the week. The 4:25 games, in my opinion, were almost better than the Sunday night games at the time. All right, one second. Damn, that's good. But what is okay? Keys to victory. Of course, stop Zeke, which he had a hell of a game against us the first time around. That's the reason they won. I think they won by 7 points. It was 20-27 or 20, whatever the hell it was. Is stopping him, containing him as much as we can. But the key is for our offense to get a lead. That's all we need to do is get a lead. I know, and Dallas's defense is playing phenomenal. I will give him that. Byron Jones is coming into his own. Really is starting to become a really good corner. Leighton Vander Esch, the guy who I wanted the Eagles to take. I was really high on him in the draft, and I hate that he's a Dallas Cowboy, and I hate Dallas Cowboys, but I will admit when a player is good, a player is good, and I knew the kid was going to be good, and when they drafted him, I was like, damn, they got a guy right there. He's looking like he might, be defensive rookie of the year. So far, there's him, and then there's that linebacker for the Colts, and there's a couple other people, but he really is coming apart. Coming apart from the group. And then, but Dallas did pick ahead of us, so okay, I get it. They took him. Smart move by them. Applaud them on that. Okay. They got him, Jalen Smith too, who I also thought was a beast, but it took him a couple years, because he was coming back from an injury. That's the reason he fell in the draft in the first place. He would have been a top five talent. Some people said he would have been number one talent in the whole draft that year if he was healthy, which I didn't think he was number one talent in the whole draft. But I think it was Todd McShay who said that, or whoever. But whatever. They got Jalen Smith out there. They got Leighton Vander Esch. DeMarcus Lawrence can always disrupt the line. He's really starting to come. He's really starting to become a top defensive lineman. I really thought last year was like a flukish year for him. I was like, you know what? Thank God. I was like, you know what? Cowboys fans should be happy that they didn't sign him to a long-term contract. I think they gave him franchise tag, whatever. But he's really coming apart and showing himself what he really is. But our offense needs to get out to a lead and get out to a quick. I love the screen game we did last game. And I'm not comparing Dallas' defense to the Redskins' defense or to the Giants' defense because, let's be real, both those defenses are not good. Dallas, I'm not going to hype them up just because they beat the Saints. Listen, that Saints team is a hell of a team, and they did beat them, and the Saints blew us out. But what you got to realize, in my opinion, that was a trap game for the Saints. I look at it and go, you know what? That was a trap game for the Saints. They went in there, they underestimated them, and they only scored 10 points. I think it was, right? 10-13, 10-17, whatever. But, yeah, so it's impressive performance by them. But I think if we can definitely attack them by doing things like we did in the Redskins game. Definitely run the ball. Make the balance on our offense the way it should be, the way we did last year, and that's why we were so successful. And that's why we've been successful as of late. Not successful like, real successful, but we've been able to pull off wins and looked really good on offense because we balanced it. They finally realized, after all these weeks, Doug Peterson realizes that Josh Adams is the guy. After he rips off, I think, a nice run against Dallas, I think it was. Yeah, it was. Then they take him out of the game. They put Clement back in Smallwood. Then they put Adams back in on a 4th and 1. Everyone knew they were going to run the ball. So then we get to the Saints game. They run the ball with Adams. His first carry, I think, was a 20-yard touchdown. It's like, keep the guy on the field. They don't keep him on the field. Now they're starting to realize, okay, this guy right here, they're giving him 20-plus carries a game. I don't care about the yardage. It's just give this guy as many carries as you can. The guy's a bulldozer. He's a bruiser, and he gives us that balance on offense. Of course, Zach Ertz is always going to be a lethal weapon. He's always there. It looks like he's almost always open every play. And if he's not open, Wentz throws him open. They shut down Ertz, then get Alshon involved. And if Alshon's shut down, you got Aguilar. You got Golden Tate. You can do the screen game with Corey Clement like you did last week, which was creative screen playing. It wasn't just dump off pass. It was, all right, Wentz looks this way. He does like a little like spin type of thing, looking this way, spins back this way, boom, hits him. And by the time Clement gets the ball, it's a nice little strike, and bang, he starts flying down the field. Creative stuff like that. You did it versus the Giants. You did it versus the Redskins. I want to see it again this week. That's another key to victory. Creative play calling, the screens, get Golden Tate involved with screens. Multiple other things. Don't rely on Wentz the whole game. Balance on offense. Get after him. You definitely could score and get a lead. Get a lead. Get a lead. Get a lead. Because that's the one thing. You get a lead. When our defense was the best last season, like I've said in previous videos, we still have one of the best defensive lines in the NFL. I don't care what anyone has to say. I don't care if they're underperforming right now. We still have some of the top talent you can find in the NFL on the defensive line. Okay? The reason they're underperforming right now is because they're not doing what they did last year. Last year, we almost were up 14 points out the gate like that. Boom, 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 boom. Just 14 points, 7-point leads, at least 10-point lead, which forces other teams, they can't run the ball. They have to pass. So we can unleash our line. We can blitz. We can bring 4-man rush. We can do all types of stuff and just get after the quarterback and cause havoc on the quarterback. You know what I mean? And I look at Dak Prescott the first game versus us. Got a couple sacks on him. I think he fumbled the ball. I can't remember. I know that he should have been a pick six. It was dropped, which was ridiculous. Or it should have at least been picked. Wasn't even picked. But you get what I'm saying. We were starting to get success, and then that started declining because I think we had a lead or whatever the hell was going on. I don't know where Zeke started getting the ball, and they started doing what they do. Dallas started doing what they do. Hold Dak to 30. If Dak only has 25 to 30 passes in a game, Dallas probably wins because Zeke's going to get 20-plus carries. The defense is going to play well enough to win the game. But if you make Dak throw the ball 45, 50 times or, just these big numbers, even 35, there's a chance Dallas loses. Because Dak is just not that quarterback who's going to keep you in a game with his arm alone. He needs Zeke. He needs everything to be perfect. But I still worry about Amari Cooper. With us not having our corners, we don't have Jalen Mills still. I think Sidney Jones is going to play. He did play last week. Or on Monday. We'll see. It's a short week. It's in Dallas. But I will say this. Just win. That's it. Like from Rocky, just win. There's nothing else I could say. Everyone's talking about these scenarios and this and that and do this and do that and get in the playoffs and blah, 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 blah. Just win this game and you're in first place, and from there you control your destiny. The Rams game is probably a loss. You look at Houston game, my friend was telling me, I didn't even think about it. Houston wins a few more games. Houston might clinch their division and rest their starters. Why would they want to risk Watson getting hurt after last year that they started off hot and he got hurt? Or risk Hopkins or anyone after they already had Will Fuller hurt this year and a couple other key injuries. I didn't even think about resting their starters. But let's look at this game first. We need to get revenge on the Dallas Cowboys. But they are playing really well, and I will give them that. But if we go in with that formula, like I said, creative on offense, get a lead early, force them to throw, let the defense pin the ears back and get after Dak Prescott, we should walk out of Dallas with a win. Tell me how you guys feel below. Go Birds.